Hey, I'd like to bring up something I read in Bleacher Report a couple days ago. Just never got to it. They put out the Mount Rushmores of every NFL franchise. So the player Mount Rushmore of every NFL franchise. Here's the 4 best players of the Miami Dolphins since 2000. This is for
Okay, so
2000.
just since 2000. Can I guess?
Yes, go ahead.
Jason Taylor.
Bingo.
Wow, it's tough after that. Was Zach on the? Yeah, Zach.
Zach was playing when I got there. So JT,
Okay.
Zach,
JT, ZT are in there 100%.
Ricky, would you say, Josh?
Ricky Williams?
Oh,
Ricky Williams is not on this list.
Wow,
really?
That's when he came back.
Right. The first.
No, the Wannstedt stint was part of that, and then he left, and then he came back.
So JT,
Rick probably should be on there.
Zach Thomas, Sam Madison.
Nope.
No, it would
Cameron
have to
Wake.
be younger guys. It has to be past 2010, like the last.
Did you say
15
Cam Wake,
years.
Josh?
Yeah, Cameron Wake's got to be on this.
Cam Wake is on this list. So you've got 3 of the 4, according to Bleacher Report. Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, Cam Wake, and
Gus Farrat.
It can't be all defense. It has to be an offensive player.
Offense or defense, Alana?
Defense.
Really? Wow, 4 defensive players.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey.
That bum? No.
Are they saying Xavier Howard as the 4th?
X-Man is your 4th.
That makes sense.
I really thought Farrat was on it.
Brent Grimes could make a case for him.
No, you can't.
You can't make a case for Brent Grimes.
Actually, there is not a single player that you can make less of a case for, Hawk, than Brent Grimes, unless your name is Omar Kelly.
Stop that. Brent Grimes was a very good cornerback.
Yeah.
The Wildcat with my man Ronnie B. I could make that case.
Well, I put together my own Mount Rushmore, and I'm not even trolling here. I did this based off vibes. What individual player made me feel something since 2000?
All right.
I'll start right there. Ronnie Brown deserves to be on this list. Wildcat year, all built around Ronnie Brown. And week 3, after starting 0-2 in Foxborough, the way Ronnie Brown reinvigorated my spirit as a Dolphins fan single-handedly with those 5 touchdowns and throwing one Anthony Fasano. To me, he's a Mount Rushmore in the 21st century Dolphins player. Not even a question. Zach Thomas is on that list.
Mm-hmm.
What were his years though? What did he play for the Dolphins? Was it mostly 2000s?
96, got drafted in 96 and played till like
07, right?
07, yeah. He left when I was there.
Yeah. Finished in Dallas in 08.
Yeah. Doesn't count. Kenyon Drake for the Miami Miracle. Just based off individual play that made me feel something. Kenyon Drake with maybe the greatest play post Dan Marino.
I like it.
And then finally,
Kenny Stills, of course, for kneeling. No,
half of the people will agree with you.
Greg Camarillo.
Hell no.
Crowder, you should agree with that.
I know Greg.
Crowder, biggest win of an entire calendar year for you.
Kept you from literally being hated in this town. Going 0-16, you're 0-16 team.
You'd be a joke in this city if it wasn't for Greg Camarillo.
Damn hell with you. We were playing defense.
Let's give a little credit to Cleo Lemon there, by the way. It was a very difficult, short little slant he had to throw.
Mike White, he would have made that play, right, Bo?
Would have made it like 17 times, doing it in his sleep.
Yeah.
Vernon
not on there.
Carey.
You're
There's some
gonna,
linemen that have balled that will not get
You're-
any credit for what they've done because they're linemen.
You're going to think I'm prisoner of the moment, but I don't see how Tua is not on that Mount Rushmore. No, I'm serious. We have not had as talented a quarterback since Dan Marino than Tua. And he has delivered, and he's given excitement. I would absolutely have Tua. If you did a Mount Rushmore of Dolphins players, vibes, the way Solana's saying.
I don't know what that means.
Vibes, just Dolphins players who've made you proud to be a Dolphins fan or given you something special during this 25-year span, which has been tremendously not special. Someone on the Dolphins who's given you something, some sort of excitement, some sort of feeling, the way he said about Kenyon Drake, which, one play, but and Drake had some great game. In fact, might have to consider Jay Ajayi. Vibes. I mean, 200-yard games.
Yeah.
I don't know how Ricky Williams isn't on this list. Played for here for 7 years, scored
Agreed.
54 touchdowns.
Agreed.
In almost like less than 100 games.
They
had songs about him while he was here.
What were his better years though? Were they in the 90s?
No, he was 02 he ran for almost 2,000 yards. 03 ran for almost 1,400 yards. Then he retired. Then he came back and ran for a little less than 1,000. Then he got suspended. And then the 4 years after that, 08, 9, and 10. 07 he was on the team, but he only played in one game.
Then Ricky should absolutely be on there.
Yeah, Ricky had another 1,000-yard season there with a season where he scored 11 touchdowns on the ground. Like I don't know.
Fair. We'll take off Zach Thomas then. That's a good call by you.
But like you look at Rick as in a negative light because he quit on the team and he got suspended.
Well, you know what?
Weed.
There's something to be said for that. Do you take points away because he wrecked a season?
Or did Dave Wannstedt wreck Ricky Williams?
Well, okay, that's fine, but tell us right after the season. Don't wait till the next season is starting. I'm saying, like, if you're going to grade it fairly.
For me, the great with Ricky Williams outweighs that because I was juiced up to get him back.
And this is the question about these lists because we did a list yesterday that we kind of talked about the same thing. Is it the most talented guys or is it the best season? I don't like the word vibes. I hate the word vibes and energy and all these millennial words that mean nothing. A vibe. That means
aura.
nothing.
This is an aura, Mount Rushmore.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what aura and vibes mean.
Mount Oramore.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Feely, great aura.
Yeah, I would go if it was 2000 to 2025. I've got probably Ricky Williams on there, but I gotta think about it.
Okay.
But Tua's on there.
Is this the best? Huck, is this the best? This the
aura.
Best
I don't know how to say this any different. Aura.
That doesn't mean anything. And that's what millennials.
Then go look at Urban Dictionary. Go ask Little Chan.
It's his Mount Rushmore.
Aura.
It's his Mount Rushmore.
They make up words to mean nothing. Aura
All
and vibe.
words are made up.
So this is the aura list. Let me look up what aura means.
But Tua's on it for me.
Yeah.
Tua.
He doesn't. He has an aura?
Yeah. David Boston.
Sure. I mean, you're the leader of the Eichen Bros, so I imagine Liam
Eichenberg.
Okay.
And
a distinctive atmosphere surrounding a given source.
Yeah.
Bang.
That means nothing.
What are you talking about? You literally just said the definition. How can you read a definition and say that means nothing?
The atmosphere around someone?
Yeah. Some people have aura, some people don't.
What about 2,000 yards rushing? That doesn't have an aura?
I'm the one who said Ricky and Jay Ajayi. I mean, there's definitely cases to be made for all these guys, but you got to narrow it down to 4.
Aura is trash.
Well, you can say aura is trash. That's fine, but it has a definition. You just defined it. Tua. I guess you got to go Zach and JT. Tua, Zach, JT, Brent Grimes. David Boston.
Surprised there's no Jay Fiedler on your list.
Why, because he's Jewish?
No, he was a solid quarterback.
Hey, no cap. On God, for real. Dan Carpenter had aura.
Dan Carpenter had
The
aura.
franchise.
How about Dan Campbell? Can we put Dan Campbell on this list? He had aura.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Maybe Crowder's just a little upset. We're not giving his 1-15 team the love he believes it deserves.
You
Sorry,
gave Greg Camarino the spot on your list.
Yeah, but maybe he wanted the defense to be shown a little bit of love there. Yeah, it's on me.
That was because of Dom Capers.
Well, that was fun. That was fun.
That was
better. That was better than Talk About It Tuesday.
It was. You saved us, Solana.
Mm-hmm.
You fell into a Pell's trap, and then you saved us.
The Marlins, I know Appel.
Reggie Bush, people are texting in.
Ooh, Reggie Bush. Underrated Dolphins tenure. Reggie Bush.
Yeah, I agree.
Very underrated Dolphins tenure.
Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry was very good.
Chris Chambers. Randy McMichael.
They in the 2000s?
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
You can argue McMichael might be the best tight end we had in 25 years.
Yeah. Hawk, you seem to get the late 90s and aughts just confused often.
Well, so when I came down here in 87, wasn't really a Dolphins fan. I kind of haphazardly paid attention. Then I started on the Le Batard show in 04. And I think the Dolphins were brutally bad. So I don't have many memories of that era other than Crowder. It was a fantastic job when you guys went to London and you did the London Fletcher thing. That was super.
To your point, Hawk, you got to separate. Honestly, like thinking about this situation, you separate post Dan Marino, because then you got Mark Duper, Mark Clayton, Dwight Stevenson. Then you go back to Larry Little. Like you can go back to Trace Armstrong and all these. Like you can have the old guys, and then you have the 2000 to now where they haven't won a playoff game.
For whatever reason, I don't feel like Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas belong in this feudal 25-year era from 2000 to 2025. I mean, it's one of the worst tenures, one of the worst runs in professional sports. And I don't feel like Zach and JT belong in there, except they do because they played then. So I think that's where I'm having a difficult time delineating.
Hawk, being friends and playing with them, they almost didn't deserve to be a part of this.
Right.
They deserve to be on some championship teams because they are Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And you got to go where you're drafted. But JT will, he'll tell you like, yeah, man, God, man, I wish I could have done something more, like team wise. But Zach is he's just a hard-nosed Texas football player where he believes that he should have done more. I'm like, Zach,
you feel like JT should have rings, plural.
That's the thing. JT knows he should have rings. Zach is like, I could have made more tackles.
Right.
I should have made more big plays. I'm like, Zach, you were making 200 tackles a year. They couldn't score touchdowns. I was on teams with Zach when I was like, man, we held him to 13 points. We lost 13-10. Yeah, we should have held him to 9. I'm like, Zach, that's not how football works, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But that's why, for me, Tua actually goes on the list. Like that, like you've got offensive. We scored 70 points in a game with Tua at quarterback.
If Tua didn't have injury issues, I'm with you. but you have to put it all into context. He misses games. Last year, we went to the playoffs. He didn't miss 5 games.
No,
Guaranteed.
Dolphins did that to themselves. They didn't have to put him on IR.
But they have to, because now in football, if you see somebody get a concussion, it's the worst thing that could ever happen to an athlete.
Rob Conrad, of course, for swimming.
He didn't swim through the damn.
Yes, he did.
Boy, he did not swim through the Gulf Stream.
Yes, he did.
You can't swim through the Gulf Stream.
That's why he's on the list, because Rob Conrad did the impossible.
I caught a hog in a gator.
Right.
What?
I have captured a wild hog and a wild alligator in my life.
Well, let me see the Sun Sentinel article about it.
Have any of you gotten tricked by AI yet?
No, because I don't sit on my phone all day playing and wasting time and being a loser.
I feel like my radar is up so high on that.
Yeah, I feel like I've got a pretty good idea of when it starts.
It was like even who was it? Davion Mitchell that was spotted wearing a jersey somewhere.
Yeah, his own jersey.
And we were like, no, can't be. It's got to be AI. It's got to be photoshopped or something. But it was actually him, right?
It was him. Yeah.
Yeah. My guard is just up for all that stuff.
Yeah. I feel like mine is as well. And Crowder, you are right. I am chronically online. I doom scroll all day. It's why I get nothing done for this show. And the other day, just happened to be scrolling. I see a video of a leopard on a dolphin's back in the middle of the ocean.
Right.
And a boat comes right up with, I don't know, like government workers or marine biologists, conservationists, and they actually lift the leopard off the back of this dolphin and they save it. And then the dolphin and the leopard miss each other. And they put them together to give them like a one final goodbye. And the dolphins save the leopard. And they're cleaning the leopard, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in tears. I'm like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And then I open up the comments, and everybody's like, this is AI, this is AI, this is AI. I got duped by AI. It's the first time it's ever happened to me. I'm cooked. I'm done.
Was the dolphin Rob Conrad? Because Dave Hyde missed that in the Sun Sentinel Solana, you thought a leopard was riding a dolphin in the ocean?
Bro, so
what else
real.
would fool you if I showed you a stick figure and said this is me? Like what? I mean, how could you possibly think that was real?
Because it's real. Because AI is more real than real things, Hawk. It's more real than real things.
Shadow banned.
So, how would the inception of this situation happen?
That's the thing. How like at what point? Like in the middle of the ocean, so the leopard just never.
This is the problem.
Are there straps on the dolphin?
These young kids, everything started when it started. They don't think about inception of when things started.
Oh, get out of here! I've seen Life of Pi. Have you seen Life of Pi?
Was struggling, and a dolphin saved him. Dolphins can't even swim on top of the water in a straight line. They have to go under because their tails are flat. They don't have side-to-side tails. You're an idiot.
That's bottlenose dolphins only. This wasn't a bottlenose dolphin.
It's not bottlenose dolphin. Yes, you're just making up words.
If you're ever getting chased by an alligator, run zigzag.
That's true.
I know.
But I would tell you, if you're getting chased by alligator, haul ass, jump on something. Don't start running ziggly zagglies.
All right. Anything else in the headlines, Solana?
Chelsea is leading Fluminense 2-0. They just scored a second goal, 66th minute. Chelsea is, don't know, 25 minutes away, plus stoppage time from reaching the FIFA Club World Cup final.
All right.
Your weather. It's hot. It's humid. 88 degrees. Tonight, the lows will be 82. That is your weather.
And now we can bid adieu to Josh Appel. Really,
I really brought it today.
really did something. Josh was the leopard on our Dolphins' back.
He brought a great question.
Oh, keep this
I
up.
thought that was going to be the end of it, where it was the Dolphin was Rob Conrad. Anyway.